Hello. In today's lesson, we'll deal with present tense contrast and verb patterns. This won't be a very difficult lesson for you guys, hopefully, so no worries. Let's just dive into it. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to use different tenses, different present tenses, to talk about the present and the future. So just as a warm-up exercise, you can see a very short dialogue between Max, Zoe, and Ella in the right picture. And your task is just simply to find all the different tenses which are used in this dialogue. And choose simply between A, B, or C, and pause the video right now and try to do this on your own, and then we'll check whether you've done the exercise correctly together. As you can see here, there are only two colors, so there are only two tenses. With the red line, I've underlined the present continuous form, and the green line stands for the present simple. Let me just quickly read the short dialogue. Hey Zoe, you're always using the computer when I need it. It's so annoying. I'm chatting with Ella. Hi Max, what are you up to? Oh hi Ella, I'm doing my science homework, but I need to look something up on the internet. Ask Ella, she always comes top of the class in science. Okay, what about this? At what temperature does oxygen change from a gas to liquid? Minus 183 degrees Celsius. Wow, thanks Ella. Hey Ella, do you fancy seeing Inception at the cinema tonight? Okay, what time does it start? 7. I'm meeting Joe at 6:45 outside the cinema. Cool, I love science fiction films. Can I come? No, you can't. In this short table, you can see a few rules regarding the present tenses and for what they are used. So the present simple is used for habits and routines, for permanent situations or facts, and for timetables and schedules. So as you can see in the first sentence, just underneath this short table, I always do my homework on time. So this is a habit. Or another example would be, I always brush my teeth before I go to bed in the evening. So that would be a routine. The fourth sentence, Zagreb is the capital of Croatia and it is my hometown. So that is a fact. That is something that you cannot change overnight and which you cannot influence. That is kind of permanent. That is why you cannot say Zagreb is being the capital of Croatia, for example. And lastly, my train leaves at 9:15 tomorrow morning. That is something which is scheduled, which was scheduled. On the other hand, the present continuous is used for something happening right now or about now, like in the second sentence. What are you doing right now? Oh, I'm just relaxing and watching some TV. We use the continuous form also for describing annoying behavior, but be careful, you should use the adverb always when talking about annoying behaviors. Like in the third sentence, God, I hate her. She is always yelling at me when I'm just trying to talk to her. And lastly, we use the present continuous for arrangements in the future, like in the fifth sentence, next Friday I'm flying to Split. So you didn't decide yesterday that you will be flying to Split next Friday. This had to be scheduled or arranged or organized in advance. That's why we would use the present continuous form. Pause the video, try to do this task. It's not difficult. Remember the theoretical part, so we use the present simple for timetables. As a matter of fact, we use it for habits and facts. On the other hand, we use the present continuous for arrangements, for things happening right now. Pause the video and do this exercise, please. These are the correct forms which you should have written. Matthew usually wears jeans to school, so that is a habit. He is wearing trousers today. I can't understand this film. What language are they speaking? So you are watching the film, and as you are watching it, you don't understand what they are talking about. And that's why you use the present continuous tense here. To be, I'm going to Italy on holiday, but I don't speak Italian. My sister is living in London at the moment. You can see here at the moment, so right now or about now. My uncle lives in Spain. He moved there 25 years ago. So that is something permanent. I'm getting fed up with my little sister. She is always interrupting me. You can see that the speaker here stated, I'm getting fed up with my little sister. So to be fed up with someone or something means that you've had enough of her, him, or it. He never interrupts when someone else is speaking, so that is his habit. He's polite. That is kind of a fact, since he is always like that. What time are you meeting Kate this evening? So that will be arrangement. What time does the film start this evening? So that's a schedule, timetable. My mom doesn't walk to work, usually, her habit. She usually goes by bus, but today the buses are on strike, so she is walking to work. In front of you there is a short task in which you have to decide whether to use the present continuous or the present simple form of the verbs in brackets. Pause the video right now and then we'll check the answers together. Who are you phoning right now? Zoe says, Joe, the film starts in 5 minutes. Arrangement, timetable. She never arrives on time. Hi, so that is a habit. Hi, Joe. Are you coming to see the film? Right now. Okay, she's just getting off the bus. She'll be here in a minute. So number 4 and number 5, these actions are happening right now as they are speaking, so that's why you use the present continuous form. Ella says, great, what are you doing after the film? We are going for a pizza. Do you want to join us? So this is number 6 and number 7 present continuous, because you're talking about arrangements, so they agreed upon going for a pizza in advance. Do you want to join us? That's spontaneous action, that's why you use the present simple here. Yes, I love pizza. So that is a fact, something that is permanent. But the last bus home leaves at 10:30. Schedule, timetable, just like Number 2, the film starts in 5 minutes. The same principle applies here. I mustn't miss it. Hi Zoe, hi Ella. What are you doing here, Max? Right now. I'm going to see the film. I am waiting for Sam. Shall we sit together? No way. And now we turn our attention to verb patterns. Some verbs are followed by an infinitive, and other verbs are followed by the gerund or the ing form. So, for example, John managed to finish his homework, but on the other hand, Sally fancied going away for the weekend. So some verbs can be followed by an infinitive or an ing form without much difference in meaning. For example, like I love to take photos, I love taking photos, or it started to rain, it started raining. But other verbs change their meaning depending on whether they are followed by an infinitive or an ing form. Some verbs which would go in this category are forget, go on, remember, stop, and try. And in test 7, the meaning of the verbs change in the following way. Don't forget to watch the match on Saturday means that we are talking about a potential activity or experience. So this hasn't happened yet, but may happen if you decide to actually watch the match on Saturday. On the other hand, I'll never forget watching the World Cup final refers to an activity which happened in the past, and in the third sentence, he stopped to buy some bread. Also applies the same principle, so we use the infinitive form to talk about potential or possible activities or experiences. So he stopped to buy some bread, but he need not have bought some bread. So maybe he did, maybe he didn't. On the other hand, in the fourth sentence, he stopped buying bread. That was his decision, and he doesn't buy any bread anymore. So that is something that is, so to speak, real. Here I've listed some more verbs which don't undergo any changes in meaning if they are used with the infinitive or with the ing form. So both the ing and the infinitive can be used interchangeably without any meaning, without any change in the meaning. For example, he can't bear being alone. He can't bear to be alone. Simply means that he doesn't like to be alone. Yeah. Nancy can't stand working the late shift. Nancy can't stand to work the late shift. Mean completely the same, both sentences. The government ceased providing free health care. The government ceased to provide free health care, which means prestati. Continue, she continued talking, she continued to talk. She hates cleaning dishes, he hates to clean dishes, and so on and so forth. Neglect means zapostaviti. For example, he neglected doing his daily chores. He neglected to do his daily chores. Znači, zapostavio je dnevne zadatke, ne radi ih više. And the final exercise for this lesson is to complete the second sentence so that it has the same meaning as the first. Use the verb in brackets and and an infinitive or ing form, stop or pause the video and try to solve the task on your own. So Sarah thinks that she'll be a model when she's older. Sarah expects to be a model when she's older. My mom hates to see very thin models. My mom can't stand seeing very thin models. I really like reading fashion magazines. I really enjoy reading fashion magazines. He says he won't eat food that is bad for him. He refuses to eat food that is bad for him. Vivian didn't manage to keep her contract with Max Factor. Vivian failed to keep her contract with Max Factor. Pete's always looking in the mirror. It's so annoying. Pete keeps looking in the mirror. It's so annoying. I really don't want to watch another fashion show. I really can't face watching another fashion show. If you practice enough, there won't be any problems, I'm sure. And that would be all for today's lesson. I hope you learned something new, and see you next time. Bye bye.